Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to install the FIA leather Lite seat covers on this 2015 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD crew cab. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we are in the back of the truck underneath of our passenger front seat, and the first thing that we need to do is remove these straps that are holding this flap into place. And it's just going to be a little plastic clip, and you just got to push it over the metal bar that it's hooked to. You're going to do that on both sides. And now we can start feeding some of our seat covers through the seat and attaching them. Next, we're going to remove our headrests. There's just going to be two buttons on the side. Push those in and it'll pull right out, and we'll just set this aside for right now. Alright, so now we have our passenger side seat cushion, and what we're going to do is just put it around the bottom portion of our seat, making sure that our clips are out, and then you might have to shove it underneath the little plastic piece that's on the outside closest to the door, but once you get that in, you should be able to fit it pretty easily over the other pieces. You're also going to have three straps that are at the rear, and those are going to go through the seat and to the back of the truck. And you want to go ahead and push those through. You're also going to have a strap on the side, which is right here, and you want to push that down the side as well. And on this side closest to the door, you're also going to have a buckle. You're going to feed that through the plastic and down to the bottom as well. So once you get the seat cushion just almost conformed the way you want it, we're going to go to the back seat and we're going to feed our straps through and then tighten everything down. Alright, so now we're in the back seat again, underneath our passenger seat, and you should have three straps poking out the back, and then one, as you can see, going through the side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pull all those tight, make sure we have all of it through to the back, like that, and then we're going to take these straps and feed them to the front, because those are where our clips are at. And you just want to make sure as you're pushing them to the front that you keep them in the general order that they're in, because we want to hook them to the appropriate straps or to the appropriate clips that are in the front. And now the middle strap, you want to make sure that you see that one as well as the clip, but that one we're going to connect last. So now we can go back to the front and hook our straps into the clips. Alright, so now we're back at the front of the passenger seat, and we have our strap and our clip that's closest to the center of the truck, and we'll attach that. What we're going to do is we're going to go up through the back portion, and then we're going to go down the front portion, and that'll allow us to pull this tight. We're going to do the same thing on the other two clips as well. Now we can go back and tighten up our middle strap. So now here's our middle strap, and we're just going to do the same thing. pull that tight. All right, now the bottom portion's done. Now we can go ahead and work on our backrest. Now we're going to grab our backrest piece. You should have an airbag flap that's going to face the outside towards the door. And this is just going to fit right over the top of our seat. All right, so at the top of your backrest piece, you're going to have 2 holes for your headrest buttons. You just fold those over just like that, and then just kind of pull it down and finish it out. All right, so now we're behind our passenger seat again, and we can see our 3 straps coming through. What we want to do is pull those tight as much as we can, and then we're actually going to reconnect this flap where we disconnected it at. So you're just going to clip those back over those metal pieces, and then we're going to take our straps, pull them down tight, pull them up and over our seat, and then pull the back of our seat down, and it's going to Velcro on just like that. We're going to do that on all 3 locations in the back. Next, we're going to just tuck in our airbag flap. And that'll give it a nice clean look. So the last thing we need to do on our front passenger seat is put on our headrest cover. And that's just going to slip over the top. Just like that. Might have to adjust it slightly to make sure that it's even. Once you get it adjusted, it's just going to attach at the bottom using Velcro. And then you can just put it back in the same way you took it out. Alright guys, so once you have your passenger seat done, the driver's side is going to install exactly the same, so go ahead and install that at this time. Alright guys, so your middle console is going to install differently depending on which variation of the vehicle you have. But ours, we're going to start with our open compartment at the bottom, and our cushion is just going to fit over the top. It's going to have a hole at the top for our handle. We're just going to slide that over and then push our flap through to the other side, and it's going to connect with Velcro almost the same as the headrests. So it is going to be a little bit tight the first time you do this, but once you have it out in the sun a little bit, it's going to loosen up, and then you can go back through and tighten all this stuff a little bit better. So now on the backrest portion of our center seat, you're going to have a Velcroed side and then kind of a loose side. We're going to undo our Velcro side, and that is going to fit over the top of our seat with our leather to the seat portion. keep pushing that down. We're going to push our flap through to the other side. Fold it all the way back like that. So this is our flap that we push in between the cushions, and then this is our piece that we put over the top. And we're just going to overlap those and connect them with their Velcro. And then this flap at the top, we're going to open up our center console and we're going to push it through to the inside compartment. Just like that. So now on this seat cover portion, you're going to have a couple spots that are going to Velcro to the inside compartment. So everywhere that it's going to Velcro, we can kind of fold over, see where it's going to attach, and then we can take some alcohol swabs that was provided in the kit and wipe down all of those spots so that we have a clean surface to adhere our Velcro strips with. So there's this spot here, spot in the back, the same spot on the other side. Also along the front where the cup holders are, this piece as well is going to get some Velcro strips. So then we're going to go ahead and let our alcohol dry, and then we can attach everything. Now that everything's dried, we can peel off the backing and stick our Velcro in place. You want to make sure you push on it, let it adhere good, and then give it a couple seconds before you actually attach it. All right, so now we have a cover for our top compartment piece, and the way that it's going to fit is your small cutout is going to go to the front where your handle is. You're also going to have a smaller cutout on the top with a larger one on the bottom. We're just going to open this up. I'm going to fit this over the top. Your cover is also going to have a couple holes on the inside for these little tabs. And then you're just going to keep sliding it down. And then you're going to go over the back portion. Just remember, it might be a little bit tight, but it'll fit. So now the elastic at the bottom is going to feed through to the back, and you're going to pull it up until it goes over the top of this clip here at the bottom of our seat portion. And now it's going to be tight, so you might have to just keep adjusting the cushion back to get a little bit more room. But eventually you should be able to get it over there, and that's going to lock everything in place and give it a nice tight finish. Alright guys, so we're in the back of the truck and we're underneath the seat. Now the reason that we're underneath the seat is we're going to have to take the bolts out that are actually connecting our seat to our truck, because in our Chevy we can't fold our backrest down, so it's actually really hard to get back there and attach anything. So I'm just going to take these nuts off, and then I'm going to rock the seat forward so that we can actually get back there and tighten down what we need to tighten down on our backrest. So that's going to be an 18 millimeter, and it's going to be 2 bolts here, and then 2 bolts by the door. So here's our nuts by the door. There's one here, one in the back. So our backrest is now held on by hangers, metal hangers that are attached to the back wall. So we need to lift it up to pull it off the hanger. And that'll allow us to rock it forward a little bit. And that's what we're looking for. Next, we're going to remove our headrest. So you're going to need some kind of pointed object or a pick tool. And there's going to be small holes on each side of your headrest. You're going to push that in and lift up. You're going to do that on both sides. And then it should pop out. And you're just going to set that to the side for right now. Next, we're going to take our backrest piece. We're going to put it underneath of our seat belt and over the top of our seat. Just like at the front, there's going to be a couple holes at the top for your headrest. So make sure you put those through. And then just pull everything nice and tight. You're also going to have a little compartment for your pull-out cup holder. So just make sure that lines up. Again, same as the front, we're just going to push everything at the bottom back through to the other side. So now if we look at the back side, we're going to have some straps that we can pull through. should be 3 long straps that hang down from the top, along with a couple Velcro straps, one on each side. And then from the bottom, there's going to be 3 clips and 2 long Velcro pieces that we're going to attach. You might not be able to see it on the camera. It's about right underneath of the seat. But when you pull that tight, it should come up from the bottom, and then we're going to attach our Velcro to that. We're going to do that on each side. And then we're also going to connect our long straps to the corresponding clip at the bottom. And we can pull those tight. So once you get them all in, you want to make sure that you retighten everything. Fold the seat up a couple times. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. If it's not, make the necessary adjustments. But once you're happy with that, you can go ahead and reinstall your seat the same way that you took it out. Next, we're going to open up our center cup holder compartment. We're going to push our flap through to the other side. We should be able to pull it through. There we go, just like that. All right, now what we're going to do next is there is Velcro along this entire piece that's going to get Velcroed inside like this all the way around. So what we need to do is take our provided alcohol wipe, and we need to, like we did on the front, wipe all of the surfaces that are going to get Velcro attached. Now once that dries, we can put our Velcro pieces on. All right, now we can attach our pieces. So next we're going to install the cover piece for the actual folding portion, and that's going to have a cutout for your pull strap and also for your cup holder. So we'll just undo the Velcro at the bottom. We'll slide that over the top. Pull our strap through, slide it over the top of the cup holder. Push our piece through to the back. And then it's just going to Velcro together at the ends. There we go. Now we're going to take the bottom portion of our seat cover, set it on the top, fold it over, and once we get it somewhat conformed, we can push our back pieces through the seat to the back. Then we can lift it up. And start attaching our stuff. I'm going to do the ones in the middle first. You should have 3 straps that correspond with 3 clips in the middle. Pull those tight. And then you should have 2 straps that come off the side, one on each side, that correspond to the 2 outside clips. And we can pull those tight as well. Fold the seat back down, inspect it, make sure everything lines up. Once you're comfortable with that, go ahead and retighten all of your straps. And your smaller seat in your back is going to install the same way. The last thing that we need to do is put our headrests on. That's going to install the same as the front ones. It's just going to slip over the top and Velcro at the bottom. Make sure you adjust it. Now once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and tighten it with your Velcro. So once it's on, you can just simply reinstall it just by setting it on and pushing it down. All right guys, that completes the installation. If you have any questions, give us a call or visit us online. Thanks.